Dry fasting has recently burst onto the scene as a way for people to get healthier and to lose weight. There is a lot of momentum around the practice too, and new benefits of dry fasting seemingly come out every day as more and more research comes out. Despite all this, you should still exercise caution before jumping right into a dry fast, as there are definitely some precautions you are going to want to look into before attempting this. With all that in mind, today we will answer one very important question. What does science have to say about dry fasting? Number 1. Fasting could help us live longer. There really is no feeling quite like fasting, and it can also have a tremendous impact on our lives if we do it in the right way. Dry fasting benefits are still rolling in every day, but one of the things that has scientists most excited is how fasts could help to extend our lifespan by several years. During testing done on rats, it was found that rats who fasted were more resistant to disease and lived about 28% longer than the rats who had unlimited access to a food source. Similar tests have revealed similar findings, and it could mean that fasting could have the same effect on humans. In fact, most researchers do believe that this finding will translate directly to human beings, thanks to the processes like ketosis and autophagy, which are only really triggered during the event of a fast. Living a bit longer is great, but it's really the quality of life boost that we are after, which is why dry fasting is becoming such a popular practice for people trying to live their healthiest lives. Number 2, it may be what our body is naturally used to. A lot of animals naturally fast as part of their life cycle, but could humans have been one of them? A lot of historians and experts of the body believe so, and they also believe that this piece of knowledge could help with things such as weight loss too. You see, when our body goes without food for roughly 8 hours, it enters into a state known as ketosis, which we briefly touched on in the last point. Ketosis is where our body begins to feed on the stored fats that our body naturally keeps around for situations like this. And as a result, our body will be able to function basically like normal for the next few hours. Our body seems to like storing fat around our stomach, which is also where people can have a hard time losing weight. As it turns out, however, that this might be a natural result, as humans did not always have access to food sources like we do today, and it was expected that you may have to go a few hours or even a day at a time without food. This discovery has helped us better tailor plans to burn this fat off that don't just include diet and exercise. So if you have ever felt frustrated at your weight loss process, you may want to try dry fasting as a supplement. Number 3, it should be done correctly and safely. One thing that has definitely been learned over the years is that if you're going to fast, you must do it the right way. When dry fasting was mostly a religious practice, there was a lot less danger associated with it than today. But it's simply because people are not taking fasting seriously enough anymore. People fasting because they want to lose weight or to get in shape are particularly at risk, because they are balancing physical performance with being deprived of nutrition for hours at a time. The Mayo Clinic recommends that if you're going to work out, you do it in a less intense fashion to avoid pushing your body too hard. If you aren't experienced at fasting, you may not recognize the signs of fatigue until it's too late, and you never want to put yourself in a dangerous position. If at any point during your dry fast you start to feel less than stellar, you should have yourself evaluated and consider breaking the fast early. Science has shown that the strain put on your body from an incorrect fast can be harmful and is best avoided. Number 4, fasting can be used as a weight loss tool. It's fair to say that many people's chief interest in fasting is weight loss more than anything else. The results around this have been very promising, and science's focus on finding out the weight loss capabilities of fasting has led to some truly eye-opening discoveries. When you fast, you are depriving your body of calories for hours. In that time, your body will naturally seek out and burn fat from within, similar to how working out can burn fat and calories. This can greatly help you lose weight in a healthy and safe way, and it can also set you up for further success outside of the fast. Since a dry fast results in a boost to your metabolism, you should see further weight loss in your life just by following the same weight loss routines you did before. If you are dieting and exercising right, your metabolism will burn off more fat than it usually would, and your body will become much more efficient than it previously was. Number 5, fasting more than 24 hours could stunt muscle growth. Dry fasting can mean something different to each person, but unless you really know your stuff, you could be unintentionally fasting the wrong way. For example, if you are someone who is trying to bulk up and build muscle, you really shouldn't ever fast more than 24 hours consecutively. This number is not exact either, and depending on how little fat you have stored, you may actually want to break your fast hours before this mark. The reason that you don't want to fast for too long is that your body will start to draw energy from the proteins in your muscle. When this happens, your muscles will literally lose some of their strength, and the progress you made at the gym may very well be gone. The thing is, bodybuilders have a lot to gain from fasting as well, as it can help to maximize your output at the gym. Try intermittent dry fasting with plenty of opportunities to get protein instead, so that your muscles don't get affected by your fasts. Number 6. Fasting will be easier if you keep your mind occupied. Dry fasting can be difficult, as you may not be at all used to the feeling of going without food and water for so long. Thankfully, science has more or less come up with an answer to how to solve this issue, and it may be one you keep with you for the duration of your fasting journey. You should always be trying to keep yourself occupied during a fast, and if you are able to do this, then you may not even notice some of the effects the fast can have on you. Studies have shown time and time again that keeping your mind entertained can make strenuous physical activity much more bearable. And that same kind of logic applies to dry fasting as well. It may still not be the most fun thing in the world if you aren't used to the sensation, but it will get better as you get more and more used to it. By giving yourself something to do like work or a hobby, the time should pass much more quickly too. Number 7. Fasting shouldn't be attempted by people with eating disorders. Fasting can be an incredible tool, but that doesn't mean that it is for everyone. If you have had a history of eating disorders or have a poor relationship with food, you should be very cautious around fasting. There is even some evidence to suggest that people have developed eating disorders thanks, in part, to intermittent fasting, so it's definitely something to be aware of. People who have a healthy relationship with fasting do very well, but it can be tricky for people who have complex relationships with food to eat the amount they should along with fasting. If you are unsure if fasting is for you, it might be a good idea to consult a doctor or expert to get a professional second opinion. Number 8. It can have a serious effect on our minds. One thing that scientists have been really interested in when it comes to fasting is how it influences our minds. Not only can dry fasting help us boost our cognition and protect us from cognitive decline, but it can also help to relax us and to center us. As of now, this evidence has emerged mostly through the experiences that people who regularly dry fast have had handling and getting in touch with their emotions, but it has definitely interested the scientific community at large. As of now, several research projects have started hoping to see if there is a scientific reason why fasting has a calming, almost meditative effect on the body. Number 9. Fasting can help improve heart health. Your heart health is extremely important, as heart disease accounts for a staggering amount of deaths each and every year. One of the benefits of dry fasting is to reduce inflammation, and this can help to improve blood pressure as well as improve your circulation in a major way. Reducing inflammation can keep your body running smoothly for longer, and can also help prevent major diseases like cancer from emerging. Number 10. It's more than just a health fad. While dietary plans come about seemingly every week or so, dry fasting is in no danger of falling victim to that kind of fate. Fasting has a spiritual and historical component to it, and years of refinement have shown us how much help it can provide to our aging bodies. Whether you are a young person trying to preserve their body, or an aging person trying to hold on to it, a dry fast can be of great aid. Here are 2 more videos you may find interesting. If you enjoyed this video, give it a like and share the video with your friends. And for more interesting videos on health, subscribe to the channel.